You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's Total Divas After Show. We are wrapping up Season 2, Episode 8, Red and Gold. I am Kaori Takee, and joining me is Charlotte Broadbent. Broadbent?
Did you forget my name?
No.
You were like,
I used to say Danielle Pascenti, and I was like, empty C.
Ignore.
we're going to go across the way right now.
And so next to her is Dill Rutledge.
Yes.
I'm so excited
Look
to have you on.
I'm excited to be here. I've been asking, and voila.
Here
I
you
just
go.
had to lock Christian in the closet. Who knew?
You did. Successful.
So when is he coming out of the closet?
Oh.
When he brings out a new rose thing.
Yep, that's his gimmick. Rose things.
Rose things. That's exactly what it is. So before we get into like our topics, overall thoughts of this show.
So far.
This
You
season
go ahead.
No, this episode.
No, this episode.
Yes.
At least it wasn't as catty as some of the earlier season was.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting like edgy every time I watched the first like few episodes. I'm like, why y'all mad all the time? Lord. But being on the road together, I guess you can get pretty catty. But I don't know. I like the direction. This felt more like season 1 to me.
Okay.
Where it was a little more interpersonal relations rather than just like a bunch of people mad and slapping each other and
Yeah.
nosebleeds and weird stuff.
Well, I think Summer Rae adds that kind of flavor on purpose, I guess. But
I guess so. What did y'all like, Summer Rae?
No.
no.
Yeah.
No. How about you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I thought we all was like,
So we got 3 no's.
She's great in the ring. I liked her before Total Divas, to be honest with you. And I knew, they picked her to be in that movie coming out for WWE Studios. They put her on Total Divas. So I figured, wow, she must be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But this show doesn't make me think that.
And I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people are thinking the same thing. I feel like people expected her to be like really cool and fun, and I don't think she is.
yeah, no.
She's just kind of a basket.
She's a basket for sure. Dale, in case you don't know, we can't say bitch except for that moment right there. So we say basket instead.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she's definitely a
She's a
little basket.
hashtag basket.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm into that.
Yeah, I think Eva Marie said it right when she said that Summer Rae basically took off all the heat from her from season 1, and now she is the new basket. So
Yes.
Yep.
yeah.
Definitely.
All right, so let's first talk about Nattie's paintings, because that is something we definitely need to get into. Nikki's at home. She gets this nice package with all the popcorn foam thing, and out comes this painting. And it was painted by Nattie. And it's that scene that I think it was season 1, the first episode, where John Cena and Nikki pretend that they're doing like the Notebook scene. So they're she's wrapped around him. Well, okay, first of all, what do you think of Nattie's artistic skills?
Is that what we're calling her?
I wasn't sure if she was being serious at first. I was like, is this serious?
And what was the occasion for Nikki and John to get one of these
I think
duties?
it was a housewarming.
Yeah, maybe it was
which-
housewarming.
The frame was nice.
It was a very nice frame.
It was a very nice frame.
They did point out, like, oh yeah, I got this frame from Peru or something.
Right.
Beautiful, but
Ecuador, I think.
oh
was
yeah.
it?
I'm not sure, but it sounded
Was something like that.
Something fancy.
Yeah, authentic.
I tell you, if the cat had painted it, I would have been really into it. But it was a human. And that's where the flaw is. Because it looks like a child.
Yeah, and it looked nothing like them. Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
It was embarrassing.
yeah.
It was.
It's like she went to Kids Art and took 2 weeks to do that, get it done.
And it was from a good place. Like you want to be thankful.
Right.
Like, wow, you put time and effort into this, but wow, maybe you should have just baked something.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have just got the gift card that you said you didn't want to give to them.
Right.
Maybe that would have been better.
The face that Nikki made too. She was like, gift card would have actually. Like,
And knowing Nikki, like really, even I know that she would have loved the gift card.
yeah, come on.
And she said it was weird. That was her bite. Nikki was like, this is just weird. Poor girl. Nattie took all this time to make this painting where she could have spent 5 minutes getting a gift card instead, but that didn't happen. But she's not done with that painting. She decides to make one for Bree and Brian Danielson. Oh, I always get that so confused. Brian Danielson, and she wants to give it as a wedding gift.
We can't have one twin be jealous of the other twin.
No.
Right.
You got to give equal gifts.
She needs to get the authentic Nattie painting.
The effort she went to transport this was just
Yes.
insane. Like absolutely insane.
Yes.
Tying it to the top of the car with tights
Just so she can get it to Bree
in person.
In person.
And TJ was just like, huh? Like, what are you doing?
The funny part was after Bree and Brian Danielson get this painting, then they ask themselves, how are we going to get this home?
Right.
So I don't understand the logic there, but she just
No.
wanted that glory of, beautiful painting. Yay.
And even TJ said, I don't want this to be from me and you.
This is all you,
just
babe.
from you.
Listen, TJ is usually the worst. Like he says everything that like bad husband 101 would say. But this is one of those occasions where I feel he was right.
He said, do you want me to be honest or just say what you want to hear? It was on
She was like, well, if you want to crush my dreams. I mean, that's not what she said, but she basically was like, if you talk bad about it, I'll never sleep with you again.
Yeah.
Like she basically said that kind of thing. So he's like, okay.
She was serious, and then, even her cat got in there, and there was
The little paw prints.
Paw prints.
That was the best part of the painting, as you know. Cat painting, I'm into that.
And she even told them.
yeah. She's like, oh,
even told
look,
them
the
that-
cat had to.
And Daniel Bryan was just like, what? My nose looks like balls. I mean, this is just so hilarious.
Yeah, I'm hoping that is really not her skill. That she's not a painter in real life.
We never actually see her paint. That was the weird thing. She did 2 paintings, but you never see the actual. She's
Well, we
just like,
saw a little bit when she was at the pool at her house, and
Oh,
they
okay,
played
The
music, and it's like, no, I know, because then it makes you feel bad for her that she's taking this so seriously, because they play like such serious music.
But she wasn't really painting. I think
No,
she was
she
just
was
kind of
just
going
like-
over it.
And I think, yeah, she was just like, maybe she was
But
pretending.
just everything about this shtick was hilarious, from her painting to her getting this everywhere, and TJ being like, "Look, you carry that. I don't even want to like help
I don't
you
want to
out."
touch it.
He didn't even touch it. Like you said, like he wouldn't even touch it.
So bad.
have you ever affixed something to your car with nylon, pantyhose, and some
Tape.
tape? Not even like packing tape. It was like,
I don't even think that would
cheap.
work.
it was.
It didn't.
Why are you going down the highway with pantyhose wrapped around your car? Surely you had something else in mind.
And it like flew off, and I'm wondering, how does she get it back? She's just like, "Ooh," and it's
Well,
still there.
I was thinking that it
Oh
might
my
have been
gosh.
broken.
Yeah,
TJ was
but it
hoping.
wasn't.
He's like, dear Lord, please
Probably
today.
Brie was thinking that too, and she heard the full story. She was like, "Why didn't it break?"
I'm just so curious to see what happens to those paintings after.
In the store.
I mean, not probably in storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kind of time capsule for this show, maybe. She's like, I'll donate it. Oh, you didn't ask? You didn't ask if we were
I'm
taking
sure
donations?
someone out there would want to buy it.
Listen, I love Nattie to
I'm
death.
sure there's a fan that would want to buy those.
Dale's like, yeah, you know about that cat.
Yeah. I wouldn't pay for it, but if she painted me one, I would keep it somewhere closed.
In the garage.
No, I love Nattie. I would probably put it up, but it's not my wedding present, so it's slightly different.
That's true. Very true. Something else that I thought was kind of funny. Well, let's talk about Ariane and her release party. And she's trying to hype up this party. And by doing so, she's basically trying to attract paparazzi to take pictures of her and Vinny.
Before that even went down, she left the damn dog in the car after, I mean, just for a few seconds, but she was just like so absent-minded that she left the dog.
Where's our dog?
After
It's
last
like,
week losing the cat, now she's going to leave the dog. She's going to get like a PETA situation on her soon.
She just makes a joke. I'm such a bad dog, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, not cool.
Your dog's like 3 pounds. It's going to die in 10 minutes in a car.
And it's not that pretty of a dog.
Aww.
I hate to say that. I love dogs, but wow.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked, you know?
Yeah.
It fits her though. I think I can see her having that dog.
Yeah, I agree. I can't imagine her having a very burly dog.
True.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to get that paparazzi in, trying to get some pictures, and then, you know, they take pictures of her, and then she realizes, well, crap, they're only taking pictures of my boyfriend, Vinny. And that kind of
Kim Kardashian.
And Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's trying to figure out how to get more in the limelight, and she realizes, you know what, I need to take pictures with Ray J, which was so random, and I guess they're
Okay,
home
Ray
friends.
J's loving reality TV right now because he was on Hollywood Hillbillies.
He was?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. I covered that show.
Wow.
for
What?
AfterBuzz. And he like signed the guy from that was the main guy in Hollywood Hillbillies. He's like a YouTube star turned rapper. And Ray J signed him to his label. So Ray J appeared in Hollywood Hillbillies. Now he's appearing in Total Divas. Right now, Ray J is loving reality TV.
Yeah,
It's not like he has a lot else going on. So I guess why not?
that's true.
He was just
But
like
it's funny
staring at the
that-
phone at home.
I found it funny that it was Kim Kardashian who they were taking photos of, and then next scene they jumped to Ray J,
Oh.
and it's like, well, all right, well that sex scandal.
Oh, is that a thing?
Dates, yeah.
Something happened there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, in case you didn't know.
I didn't.
Yeah.
yeah. There
well,
was a
Kim Kardashian has a type.
like a sex tape.
Oh, okay.
It was a sex tape,
Gotcha.
and it was Ray J and Kim K. And I was like, interesting that you would say that Kim Kardashian's on the paparazzi one, and then next minute you're. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna jump on that and go to
Get
the
Ray
gym
J.
with Ray J.
which was so random. And did you guys feel that they were really close when it came to the fitness portion? I never, if I work out with a guy, I'll never get that close. It was just awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know their relationship. So maybe they grew up. I don't know. They said, didn't she say they were family friends? Or
They said they were old family friends.
I think she was just wanting. She kept looking behind to see where the paparazzi
Yeah.
were.
that
to
was
just, like,
so weird.
Like, what pose will get people to take a picture
That's
of me?
totally when she was when he was lifting the weight. I think she went like pushed
Yeah.
bent over and then like took his hat and put it on.
Hey, if she's doing it for media, I guess you got to do all those things.
Yeah.
But it worked.
It did
It
work.
did work.
It worked.
It did work, but it also pissed Vinny off because during her Rolling Out magazine shoot, whatever magazine that is, Vinny has to disrupt them, and he wants an explanation for these photos because she's very close to Ray J, and he doesn't really appreciate that, which I thought was weird because if they are really close family friends, then wouldn't Vinny know that they're really close friends?
Yeah. That's a good point.
Maybe he just didn't know that they went out that day. I got the impression that he was like, why are these the photos that I'm seeing? But by the way, I like Vinny a lot better this season comparing the
Yeah.
seasons. Last season, he was kind of a tool. I was like, why is she with him? I don't
Yeah.
really get it. But like, he's loosened up or something has
The
changed.
roles
I like
kind of
Vinny.
reverse. The tool roles reverse because right now Cameron's a little frustrating at
Yeah.
times, you know?
She's trying to work it all the time.
She's always trying,
Yeah.
he's so supportive of her too.
Yeah.
so supportive.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're gonna walk down Robertson and
She's like, you can be in like
Hope
3
that-
photos.
Yeah.
She said something like that. I was like, oh boy.
Oh God.
our wrestlers, I never see like any of them in magazines or anything.
TMZ kind of is the one that started covering wrestling outside of the wrestling world. So you do see them on TMZ quite a bit, like being asked questions or, you know, popping up on the website. I don't know that they get picked up in like People or, you know, that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
TMZ has definitely, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 years ago now,
Okay.
started covering wrestlers. So they probably were specifically hoping for TMZ.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, please, TMZ. No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, they need to get an intern's phone number over there or something. I don't know.
So Cameron has her red carpet release party, and the only diva that shows up is Eva Marie, which is nice because Eva Marie and her had issues in the beginning of this season. And Cameron decides, Rihanna. Ariane decides, you know what? I am going to apologize to Vinny. She apologizes. He takes it really well,
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
over it like instantly. I
which
thought.
was way too fast. But I guess, you know,
He was drinking.
yeah, he's,
So he's like, sure, babe, whatever.
yeah,
We're good.
whatever you say.
He says babe a lot.
Just give me some nookie later. We'll be good.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
I'm sure it boiled down to that. He's a bit of
Give me
a
that chingle chingle.
way to bring it back around.
I think her single's coming out this month, if it hasn't came out yet.
Yeah, it's got to be soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this release party was on the 7th of March or 6th of March. I looked
Oh,
it
it
up.
looks like you know a lot about this release party.
Well, it was here in LA. That's the only reason I know.
He was like there.
I was trying to find the song earlier today, is why, and then. I
Oh,
saw
you were
that.
trying to find the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, thought maybe we could use it. Apparently, it's not out. I don't know. But I was surprised that she was the one that came out of everybody. Like,
Yeah, me too.
I wonder why.
You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe because they're trying to show that Ariane, Eva Marie is now part of the clique.
I think, yeah.
Like,
I think-
acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the other the other divas are wrestling pretty active schedules.
Mm-hmm.
Eva Marie not in the ring that much.
Yeah, we found that out tonight.
Yeah, we're
And-
definitely going to be talking about
Yeah.
Eva Marie and her 4 weeks of training or whatever she said, 4 months or something small.
It doesn't matter. She's the worst.
She is such a bad wrestler.
But even like, I mean, I could do the things that she was doing to Summer Rae when they were just practicing.
Mm-hmm.
I was
She
like, what are
can't
you
even-
doing? Like,
she
you can't.
Can't even walk down the aisle thing.
The entrance ramp.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think she can remember things, or at least that's the impression that I get. That she's
Yeah.
like very like airheady in her. I mean, she can barely emote. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I don't know if it just wasn't sticking or she didn't practice, but yeah, she wasn't even getting the basics down in that episode.
No.
She was struggling.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because there's so many people that are so good and they aren't getting that push, and she's getting this big push because she's like, you know, alien hot.
Yeah.
But they
Alien
don't-
hot.
and she's good for the show, I guess, you know, Total Divas.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the fact that she can't even barely do
Yeah.
those simple moves was kind
No,
of
I
like
agree.
discouraging.
yeah, and it doesn't give her a good light.
No.
Putting
Yeah,
making
it
her look
doesn't.
like that, no one's gonna appreciate that, I think.
I think seeing Tamina's reaction, you know, the other person that she tagged with in that match, was the most surprising for me because she was livid at her for not tagging herself, and like
Yeah.
the way that she was painting, it was Summer Rae's fault that she wasn't in that match.
Uh-huh.
But Tamina was like, step up your game. Like she was like pissed.
Yeah.
She's
Whose
like,
fault do you guys think it was?
I mean that's a tough call.
I think it was both. I think Summer Rae was definitely specifically not tagging her. So, you know, if you're
mean,
like waiting for it,
Right.
but then she also wasn't going for it.
Did
as
you
well.
actually
Yeah.
see that match? It was on Superstars, I think. You saw it. Okay.
Yeah, it was a few months ago, I think.
I'm wondering if it was the producer's fault, if it was staged for Total Divas.
It could be.
Yeah.
You never know. But Tamina's reaction was such that I didn't feel like it was staged. Because she really had
She was
like a
mad.
reaction. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Like she was like, you know, like
With
she
that-
was
with that neck
she was
thing?
really pissed.
Completely, yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, before we get further into that conversation, let's ask all our viewers to stop over at iTunes, check out and find out if Ariane's single's out there, and let Dale know because he really wants to listen to it again.
I was curious. But I will download it.
Yes. So let's keep the conversation going. Give us some 5 stars, if you please. There's no 5 stars that Christian Rosenberg likes to do. There you go.
I'm too quiet.
And
Maybe I'm not, but I just didn't say it. I'm not quiet, but
yeah,
I
he's
didn't
like,
say that loud enough.
Rosie's like the quiet, loud whisper guy. He's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Creepy.
oh.
it's like Jake the Snake
Hey
kind
now.
of thing going on. Wow.
So yeah, stop over to iTunes and YouTube, keep the conversation going, and comment, and we will return the favor. All right, so now let's talk about the nitty gritty, about Red and Gold and their unification.
Red and gold everything.
Oh gosh. Already to begin with,
Apparently not.
Apparently.
Everything.
I I mean, already to begin with, the idea of these two being a tag team partners boggled my mind because Summer Rae is a lot better as a wrestler than she is.
Yeah, is that insulting for Summer Rae?
It probably is insulting to most divas on the roster because, like Dale said, Eva Marie has pretty much no training. She even says it on the show. I didn't do much, and someone's trying to help me, but I still didn't do much. It was terrible. I was really embarrassed.
The thing I'm confused by the situation is that there really isn't a Divas tag team division. So putting them together as a tag team, besides the Bella Twins, there's not really anyone who...
That's a good point.
So I don't know. I felt like this was a bit of a setup in the first place, but regardless, I don't think putting Eva with anyone, she needs to be someone's like valet or someone's eye candy out to the ring and just
That's true.
Be pretty and yell some things and then leave. Like let her get better at wrestling before you put her in. I mean, she's been in matches. Like she was at WrestleMania.
She's terrible.
So not good.
Even her entrance where her thing is to blow a kiss.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
She looks so bored.
She doesn't look right doing it.
She just looks awkward.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, my goodness. It's like she's a droid. Sorry, Eva, if you're watching, but it just seems like you're a droid. Maybe it's just the producers telling you to do that.
Surely not. Like,
yeah.
She can't. Yeah, she just doesn't convey any emotion. I don't know if she's always been. Maybe she grew up really beautiful too. Like maybe she didn't have an awkward phase or something like that. Whatever that character building phase of life is, she totally sailed through it. And she's just like, yeah, I don't know. My mom died today. Do you have any cheeseburgers? Like it's all the same level of emotion. It's like, what the hell?
Like I just got married. My parents didn't know. It's fine.
Yeah. You're so right. The only time we've seen any emotion is when she didn't think she could have kids and she's crying.
Yeah.
But then it's still kind of like it's still somewhat like...
Yeah, she wasn't hysterical or anything. She just had tears.
Yeah.
She got a little rusty.
You're right.
So Eva Marie is not learning from Summer Rae. Summer Rae wants them to do their best because Eva Marie will be a reflection of Summer Rae. So Summer Rae's teaching her moves, trying to help her out. Eva Marie's in the ring with her and she can't do anything.
Yeah.
Did you notice that they were being trained by Jeremy Jackson from Baywatch?
What?
Yeah, he's an MMA fighter now. But
That's so funny.
Really?
yeah, it's a Baywatch guy that was training them.
That's funny that you noticed that.
Well, it put his name on the screen. But
Oh.
I was like, what? What are you?
That's funny.
How far you have fallen. Him and Ray J are just like, what was that a phone?
Yeah.
No, that's somebody else's
Let's
phone.
do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So Summer Rae is concerned because she knows that her tag team partner is not good and she wants herself to shine. So she's ready to step over Eva Marie's presence as well in the ring and not let her perform as well. What do you guys think of this whole entire thing? I mean, we've talked about it, but let's just get into it.
I think Summer Rae came off like a bitch, but a basket. But I understand. Like, to start with, I understood where she was coming from because this is her career. She doesn't want to mess anything up by someone else. And that's what sucks with the tag team is the other person is a reflection of you. And Summer's trying, and obviously Eva Marie isn't picking up anything. But Summer just took it a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And then it would just look so bad on her because, I mean, when you didn't even tag her in, at least, like, tag her in and let her do a bad job and let everyone see that she's doing a bad job.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because now you look like the jerk who didn't tag
exactly.
in one of the two people that are standing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. She was in the right in the fact that she is being protective about her career. I mean, she can go in the ring. She's great with Fandango and she was dancing. Everything that she's done in WWE has been solid if you don't look at her personality. But the fact that she went about it in this way was not the right way to go. And now it's a whole stink backstage and all the girls are asking like, why weren't you in? And I don't know.
But I didn't like when Brie said, when Summer's like, yeah, she sucks. And then Brie's like, oh yeah, well, Summer said that you suck, Eva. And it's like, Brie, I didn't think you were going to do that. Nikki, I wouldn't have been surprised doing that. But Brie, come on.
Yeah, Brie was a little catty even in the beginning when she found out that they were going to do a tag team match. She's even warned Eva Marie, watch out now, don't trust her. It's like, whoa, Brie, I know that you have a nasty painting coming your way, but...
But I do think that maybe she still has a little hostility towards Summer Rae after the Daniel Bryan flirting situation. So maybe she was like waiting to plant that seed, because Brie doesn't bring it at first, but she does seem like she can be vindictive if she needs to be.
Yeah.
Like, don't cross the line with Brie.
I know.
I think Brie mode extends into drunken or angry. I think she can get there.
That's very true. Dale, do you think it was believable that Summer Rae would go to Mark Carano and ask him about the issues and then have him say, okay, well, I'll just put Tamina and Nattie in there?
Not really.
Right?
I feel that probably was a decision made beforehand because Eva can't wrestle. So I would think that they would have Tamina in there anyways to take up the slack. Because if you tag to Eva Marie, she can only be in there for a few seconds before it's like obviously not wrestling.
She can barely do somersault, I'm guessing.
She can't do a headlock. Like, there's so many things that she just has a real trouble with. I just don't think it connects as well as it should up there, which is fine. I mean, wrestling is it's very hard to make it look so easy.
Yeah.
So I'm not criticizing her for not knowing, but yeah, I do think they had to be pretty aware that was going to be a thing. So I don't know that Summer Rae would just be able to get Tamina in the match.
That's what I'm saying. So in terms of who I think is right or wrong, personally, I understand what Summer Rae's trying to do. She's looking out for herself, but she could have told Eva Marie, hey, look, your wrestling sucks. Pick up the slack, or else I'm going to not let you in.
Yeah.
There was no conversation.
Yep.
Right.
You know, she was blindsided by it. And even Tamina was like, well, yo, why weren't you in the ring? I don't know if she talks like that, but I just pretend she does.
She looks like she
She's
would.
scary.
Yeah.
I would not want to be on the wrong side of her.
No, but she's like Nattie, where she's grown up in wrestling. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's one of those things where it's almost an offense to you when you're not doing what you should.
Right.
If you've spent your life in this business. I don't know. So I could see why she was angry.
Yeah. So you guys are, I'm guessing, on team
Eva.
I guess so. Do I have to pick
I
between the two
know,
of them?
right? It's like if I have to be on Eva.
Red or gold?
Yes, it's red.
I'm more team Nikki. This show has really made me a
Really?
fan of Nikki.
Really?
I loved Brie before this show. I don't know. I always knew she was kind of like holistic and more
Holistic.
the natural diva kind of thing. But this show has made me warm up to Nikki so much.
Oh, I'm more
Really?
team Brie.
Are you?
Yeah.
I see why. I like both of
Yeah.
them really, but Nikki, I was just like before the show, and now I'm like, I don't know. I'm so entertained by her. There's something about it.
Well, she's ridiculous.
She is
Yeah.
ridiculous,
That's the thing.
but smart. It's not like Eva where she's doing it because she just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more calculated, like,
That's yeah, you're right.
I don't know. You can tell there's something there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Let's see. I'm good.
I'm good.
I mean, hopefully no more paintings, but yeah, I think.
No more
I think that was good.
paintings. Okay, let's talk about some
Fingers crossed.
predictions.
Looks like next week's
And
gonna
now,
be a good episode.
your
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
So dramatic.
I know. It's like it reminds me, and I think I say this all the time, of Mario Kart when you're in the ghost
Oh,
one, ghost
yeah.
level, and you're like,
Mhm.
ooh.
I always love driving over the little wood where it's like.
Exactly. So I'm like, I just imagine it every time I hear the predictions.
That is awesome. I love that. There's a new Mario Kart coming out soon.
I know. Bundle pack Wii U. Check it out, guys. Wii U is struggling.
This AfterBuzz brought to you by Nintendo.
That's why they put the Japanese person in here. All right. So predictions, guys. We saw in the previews, Brie's ready to go in Brie mode. And I think she just loves that phrase now. Brie mode, Brie mode.
Yeah, she screams it
Yeah.
in the ring.
Yeah, she does.
When she's getting hype.
Yeah.
So.
She's a super yeller in the ring, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
it's so uncomfortable sometimes. Like, ah! It was like, oh.
It's like Maria Sharapova in a tennis match. I'm like, gosh, get her a Kleenex or something.
Oh my God, mute to mute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh, this is uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know. Brie and Nikki on the wrestling side definitely have picked up their game. You can tell that they're practicing with Daniel Bryan a lot, and maybe John Cena. I don't know if Cena has as much time.
Yeah.
But
He has time for sex.
I mean,
That's for sure.
that's apparent. Did you guys think, by the way, I know this is last episode as opposed to next episode, but did you think that he was doing something on the sly last episode?
No.
Did you?
No.
No, I thought that was.
I was surprised she thought he was. It's like
Yeah.
he's never done anything ever. And
Right?
now he has like
Yeah.
some mildly suspicious thing. I don't know.
I think she went too far in terms of let's spy on him.
Yeah.
That was just way too intense for me.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say something and I forgot, so you go.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Trinity's eye looks very sore.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. Trinity messes up her eye.
Yeah.
It doesn't go good. I can
It
tell you
doesn't
that.
go good.
Yeah, it was like a fractured orbital bone or
Ouch.
something like
ouch,
that.
Ouch.
And she was gonna be Divas champion, right?
I mean,
Setting herself.
tentatively, that was the plan, is that she was going to get the championship. She had to miss time for the injury. She came back with this badass patch that she was wrestling
Yeah,
with.
we see that.
Yeah.
Oh, she said she wrestles.
Oh
with
yeah,
it
she
too?
wrestled with it for a while. It made her look like the coolest pirate you've ever met, like at a club.
Arr.
Are you ready to dance, matey?
Ariane, let's go in the ring.
There it is. But yeah, I mean, she I don't know. I was telling you guys before, she was supposed to like have AJ Lee make her tap at WrestleMania, and then they were gonna have a feud, presumably for where she would win the title. But then she accidentally tapped on her own. I don't know if she got caught up in the moment or whatever. And then now Paige is the champ, and we haven't seen her wrestle for that title or anything yet. So we'll see how it goes. Tamina wrestled at this past pay-per-view.
Yeah, she did.
So she kind of jumped ahead of the line. I don't know.
Well, I would love to see Tamina. Not Ariane. God, their names. Trinity.
They have a lot of names, so
Yes,
it's fair.
they have like 5 in my head, but they only have 2. I've always been bad with names. I'm like, hey, Charlotte, what's up?
I'm a boy.
I have a question for you. Since you're our guest panelist, do you think John and Nikki are going to get married? That's like the question of the seasons.
I mean, I know you've seen the show where he had a pretty, but before this show, we knew that he had a kind of a messed up marriage
Sure.
anyways. And then it was fairly quick too. I don't know exactly what went down, but I think he got taken for a lot of money. He just did everything with his heart instead of with his head. So it's hard to say. I don't think they're going anywhere.
He just needs a prenup,
He does. I mean,
right?
I'm surprised he wouldn't. I don't know. I think they've got the itch. I mean, now that Bree is married too,
Right.
Nikki's gonna be on him about it probably a lot
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But she wants kids so bad, and he's just kind of like, my career is my life. I
Yeah.
don't.
But I mean, he's getting to the point. So he's been wrestling for 11 years or maybe 12 now.
How old is he now?
I don't know. He's like mid-30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks
So
older than that.
You think?
Yeah.
Do you
what
think
do
he's
you
hot?
think?
I do think he's hot.
Oh,
but
I
I
just
think he
wanted to
looks
know.
older. I mean, if I saw him on the street, I would probably say 40s.
Okay.
I mean, it's a rough life. They don't sleep. They travel all the
Yeah.
time. He broke his neck. I mean, there's just so many things that like.
Yeah.
it's a rough life
It's
that
a rough life.
millions of dollars are paying for.
Yeah.
So,
Well, now
you know.
now they got those buses. Like, I mean, that would be
Right.
what makes you survive. I would think is having that bus to instantly get on. Somebody else is driving. You can go to bed. You can play your Nintendo, whatever you want.
Just as long as Nattie doesn't blow up the bathroom.
right.
I mean, that
Bus
happened.
rolls.
Oh, Nattie.
So, all right, guys. Well, that about wraps up this after show. And in the meantime, guys, let everyone know where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheWalkingDale, and you can also find me cooking on YouTube at Dishing on Movies.
Nice. I'm going to watch.
Oh, now I want to
yeah.
watch. I didn't know you
Yeah.
had that
Oh,
thing
yeah.
up your sleeve.
I'll whip y'all something up after this.
Okay, awesome.
You can
cool.
find me. Sorry, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shabi_TV. I like this music.
I'm wondering why this music. Like, what happened over
Baywatch.
here? Oh!
We have to run in slow-mo out at the end.
All of us are like, what? And Dale's like, yes, this is my jam. You can
good
find
song.
me at KAORIOUS on Instagram as well as Twitter. And you can follow the whole entire team at AfterBuzz TV. And we will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, anytime.
Yay.
Come back.
Come back, please.
Yes.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
A bathing suit.
Buzz you later. Girl, bye.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.